Is this working now? Are we there? Are there things? Vegans. Hmm. Well, I mean, I don't mind people uh, making decisions about what they want to eat and how they want to eat it. What I don't like about some vegans, not all of them, just the militant ones, is how they will impress upon you. They're like religious people. They're telling you that they know the right way and that you're doing it wrong. And then they want to be if the vegan says, I do this because I don't kill anything. Well, yeah, you don't, but the person farming all your food does. So it's like people that don't want to own guns. The minute they're in trouble, they call someone who owns a gun to come help them, right? So but yeah, that's hey man, keeps you warm. It's a Dutch oven. It's a full size Dutch oven. When you ignite it, burn the hair on your crotch. Whoop whoop. The wings are so small though; they're flightless. We're all right. We're all right. I think they grow back too. They harvest them and they grow back. It's the weird mutated ones with the 16 rows of wings. They got like so many wings that they might actually achieve hovering. So, no, that's that. They are full size. There's just they need so many of them. You can hear them coming. They sound like all those wings flap. It's like a herd of hummingbirds. And elephants could fly. A whole different shape to the umbrella, right? And then it'd be made of bricks, just be composite, just be like this. Wouldn't be like this. Well, I'm saying it would be A frame. It would not be this. It would be A frame. That way the shit just goes wipes out whoever's next to you. Hey, didn't bring your poop umbrella? That's on you. I've got a bumper poop. She started crying. Oh. You know, agony is hilarious as long as it's someone else suffering it. If a man chainsaws off his fingers in the woods and no one's there to laugh at him, is it okay if I still do? And we'll just laugh in general, ha ha, because it probably happened 2 seconds ago. I said it would happen. I brought it up. That band is like bandsaw. Bam, 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 bam. Bandsaw. I saw a band. I saw a band. What's going on, man? How's the world treating you today? No, you didn't. Oh, this week? Two batches of cookies, fix some electrical issues, doing finish the countertops, getting ready to scrape the orange peel off the walls in the kitchen, or at least attempt it on a small area to see if it's easier to scrape it or either fill it or completely replace it, because some is part of a remodel, so there's actual sheetrock, and some of it's part of the original home, so it's got lath and plaster. So I'm gonna see on the lath and plaster side if it can just be shaved off instead of having to take everything out or replace it. Yeah, but she wants a smooth finish in the kitchen. She getting one, no matter what it takes. That, I mean, that might work on the sheetrock side. Okay, yeah, it just might then. All right, just run the vacuum right behind it. The fun part's going to be up over the top of the fridge. Shit. Well, I'm thinking about doing encasements over the cabinets that's over the top of the fridge for tchotchkes and other stuff to put behind glass, so I don't have to mess with that, so it won't be seen. I'll just have a box there. Say, how many? Can I just fill this with stuff so I don't have to do that much work? Because I'll tell you what, peeling that shit off the sheetrock and the wall is gonna that's gonna be a week of just. But whatever, fun, something to do. Keep the kids off drugs. He lied. Well, see, that's the thing. I have electrical shit to do in the attic, so I do it in the winter when it's cool in the attic, and then the stuff that I got to do outside, I'll do it out in the summer. That way it's a slow project, but it happens. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's like when I replaced the outlets in my attic. I went ahead and threw a new line on an individual breaker for these four outlets. And it's just, so I'm just replacing the outlets, but putting new wire. So I go rewire them. The old wire, just cap it off. We don't need it. All of a sudden, the hallway light didn't work, and overhead light didn't work. An outlet over by the window didn't work. I was like, "What? Oh, I didn't know there was an outlet over there." Are they live? Right? It's live. Yeah, luckily, I'll punch a hole in the wall to trace a wire, but I'll fix it. So. All right. Overhead patch. Nice. Home improvement. Welcome to DIY. Ah, not improved. It's it's just tiny replacement parts, like putting stitches on a cut. When you move the broom up, man. Knock well, Mama said. Yeah. Yep. How do you get back there? No. Well, how do you know there's nothing back there? So the guy didn't finish his mortuary. What's going on there? Is there a body back there? So there are bodies. They're just tiny. Okay. Yeah. More room to store stuff. As doesn't need to be said. I just breathed it into existence by saying the words. The words. All about the word. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm 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 doing all right. Matter of fact, I think I'll have a little snort. We're allowed to do this live, right? We're not sponsored, so I mean, wouldn't mind being sponsored by them. Okay. Yeah. Nice. We'll proudly display your product right here. He'll make a commercial for you, everything, man. All we ask in return is small amount of libation, no great amount. I tell you what, I did get spoiled when I worked at Red Hook though, because I worked at the Red Hook Brewery in Ballard, and for the most part, they just, I mean, they just give you beer all day. They make you take home beer because when they clean the lines before they run a different product, they they run the iodine water flush, and then they flush it with water, and then they start running the beer, and then they start running the bottles, and so the first maybe 100 bottles probably water, so they throw them away. The next 100 bottles could be a mix of water and beer, so they just give it to the employees. Here you go. And one day I was there, and they asked me to work in the keg racking department, which was across the street. And so I started filling the kegs up, and kegs weigh about 165 pounds when they're full. And it goes over this scale because it's all automatic. I push a button, there it goes. And so it goes, it gets filled, and it goes over the scale. And if it's 100 and I think 40 pounds or less, it's a short fill. And so I have to run it through, empty it, wash it, fill it again. Hopefully it gets filled properly this time. So one day, my boss is watching me because we're running a new line, so you run the first keg, okay, we know that's water. Second keg, we know that's water. Third keg, okay, a little bit of beer. Fourth keg, okay, that one's beer. Fifth keg, beer. Sixth keg, short fill. I'm like, oh, I got to send it back. He's like, put that in your trunk. I was like, yes, sir. So I got spoiled and fat. I like to blame all this fat from when I worked at Red Hook. Of course, I mean it's an empty blame, but god damn it, it was awesome working there for a while. They the free I had at the time I was in a 2-story house on Alki with uh it was 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and technically it was only 2 bedrooms because one bedroom was completely filled with refrigerators and beer, and the other bedroom was for rehearsal. Yeah. Yes. Back when it was cool to live in Seattle. Not like it is now where it's just like, I'm Seattle. Remember cruising? Cruising used to be cool. The Rent and Loop over here made it into Hot Rod Magazine like 3 or 4 times as one of the better loops in the country. Imagine something like that happening now. That would be a mess. Yeah, the Rent and Loop. Yeah, that's one of the first places it was made illegal, at least in Washington State. Both, both, yeah. Go to Rent Loop, Kent Loop. Go to as far as Auburn. You might even go down to Olympia. You probably, yeah. I mean, we'd cruise all over on the weekend, just having fun, driving, wasting gas, baby. Just waiting. What are you doing? Smoking some weed and meeting some people. Yeah, that was true social media. This is a joke. This is anti-social media. Hey, we're a gathering of anti-socialists. Yeah, we're good, man, because we're together. And hi people that are watching. We're also social. No interaction, but you're watching us, hoping we do something stupid that you can record and get a viral video out of. How about this? How about here? Ready? Hit record. LGB, cool. T plus, get him out of here. Did he say that? He did. I hope you recorded it. Well, you can just catch the recording later, right? Edit it, make it look good, make it look bad. But see, here's the thing. I'm nobody, so it don't matter what I say. I can say whatever the hell I want, and it doesn't matter. Except for one time, I don't know what we were talking about, but we got shut down. One time. I really wish I knew what we had said precisely to get ourselves annexed from the site, because I would talk about it more, honestly. I think it was YouTube shut us down. It was YouTube. Facebook, I don't really give a crap about. Facebook is in the past. Facebook is today's MySpace. It's gone. It's useless. But then again, like I said, I use these social media sites until they kick me off or ban me for a certain amount of time. Then I'm done with them. I don't go back. So now I'm down to Twitter and YouTube. Someone's got to make the sacrifice, baby. Better you than me, because you can do it. I have no mental facilities for doing this stuff anymore. I can barely even play video games anymore. It's harrowing how horrible my memory has gotten. Because I mean, I 20 years ago I played this video game that I'm trying to play again now because it's still around. And 20 years ago I was great at it. Awesome. Today, nope. No. And they've even made it easier to play. It's just like, can't do it. But it's kind of like playing the piano as opposed to playing the guitar. For me, I think, I don't know, because I'm using the mouse and the keys at the same time. So it's kind of like I play a guitar, play a bass. I don't know why it's easy. It's nice, fun. but I go to play the piano and I turn this hand over, and now I'm an uncoordinated fool. I can't do nothing, but I can play, dun, 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 and I can play, dun, 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 and I can go, dun, 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 but I can't go, I can't even think it. See, I can't even think it, so there's no way I can play it. Well, there was a time years ago when I could do the I guess it's the Snoopy theme. You know, but I can't anymore. I can play each part individually with the correct hand. I can even play it with either hand. I just can't do this anymore, and I don't know what the disassociation is. I mean, I can say drugs. I can blame drugs because I've done a lot of them. That's probably part of it. Drugs. I thought medication was drugs. You go to the apothecary, it's a drug. No, it's an herbal tea. Yeah, yeah, I get it. This is an herbal tea. It's the sugar's the herb. It can be external or internal, and it'll start a fire if it's the right brand. That way you can cauterize the wound. What are you doing with that 151? Don't you worry. Medication. Exactly. Hey, what can I say? I had I had a like for drugs for a while. Oh, I don't do drugs. They just get in me and get all kinds of whacked out. They're just like, what am I doing? You let me out. So my body reacts. You got a problem with alcohol? No, no, I don't have any problems with alcohol. uh, are you wrestling with addiction? No, no, I submitted. I tapped out. More cop. So yeah, I guess. So here's a good question. Now that Nancy is no longer the Speaker of the House, are we going to pay as much attention to what she does as far as picking our stocks? Because four of the picks that I've gotten from her are doing okay, even in the down. The stock is still. I mean, it's going down, but it's going up more than going down. Because right now the four stocks I have. I mean, yesterday I haven't looked yet today, but yesterday. What was yesterday? Sunday. So yeah, over the Friday they were still doing all right. Yeah, because Pelosi's picks, I call them, because it's not Nancy, it's Paul. She just knows what to tell him. Yeah, the only one that's not doing good is the Nvidia pick, but there was a when it was exposed that their insider trading part, they I don't know if it's connected, but they shut down China trading to, or excuse me, Taiwan trading Nvidia to China. They like completely say, no more of that, and all of a sudden shares dropped about $40 each. Yeah, yeah, interesting how they can manipulate shit like that, huh? or they because I'm learning a little bit about it. You can short sell it, and you can do this other thing. So they probably set it up. Hey, so let me get my shit all set up and ready to go. Came out, and when it dies down here, boom! I got a lot of money, yay! So there's so many different ways to look at it, and all of it's the truth, and none of it matters. I mean, if we cared, if we wanted change, we would have change. We're content right now just talking about the need, the necessity of change. Things are so horrible, we got to change them. Oh, you're right, we do need to change them because this over here is bad. Oh, yeah, I saw that was bad, but this over here is also a terrible thing. Oh, yeah, we should really do something about it. You know what we should do? We should get on the internet and tell people that those things are bad. Let's do that for days and months and years and yeah. Nothing changes. I mean, we just went through a major midterm election cycle where over 400 seats, over 450 seats were up for re-election, and I think out of that we got 70 new faces. 70 new faces, but these people that were in politics already, where we could have had 450 people off the goddamn street. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, neither did the people before you, but they were working for globalists. Don't start working for globalists. That's all I ask. Work for us, not them. That's all I ask. Yes, someone on the old tweeter today was like, what do you think about Biden's Build Back Better? Which country is he building back?" And I was like, "You mean his bank account? Which account? Not country." It's weird to it's weird to think that conspiracies are coming true, and to watch in my veiled view, my whatever color glasses I'm wearing, to watch this government openly just start robbing the people blindly, and half the seals are cheering, and half the jellyfish are quiet, and half the jellyfish are just like, they're bad. But the people that are screaming they're bad are saying those guys, not all of them, because they've got their team. We need to unite. We need to us against them, not this side against that side. We need to us against them. But we're not there yet. We're still comfortable. We're not there yet. It'll come. It's coming. And it's going to be because, like, they got these new facial recognition pay systems in China, and they're like, "Oh, that'll never come here. It's on its way." Because we're not going to stop it. We're going to be on the internet going, "Oh, that'll never happen here," as it comes. Well, I mean, you turn on I can turn on my phone with or unlock it, so I don't see any difference between that and walking up to one of those self checkout systems. Yep, there's your face. Boom. We're taking the money out of your account. And next thing you know, you got this UBI where it's like, okay, you have to spend this much and you're only allowed to buy these things. It's coming. And we're just applauding. Yay, it's coming. God, it's going to be horrible. We shouldn't let it happen. It's almost here. And the transition is going to be simple. The transition is going to be simple because anyone receiving any kind of government funds, any kind of automatic payment system, anything that goes directly to their account, Social Security, people living off of government subsidies, the people using the food card, all that stuff. That'll change, and you won't even notice. Oh, am I using CBDCs now? I didn't even know. And for a year, it'll be like, okay, you're in control of your finances, and then or maybe 5 years. But once everybody's on that train, now we control your finances. Bitcoin will set us free. Not if it's not accepted for transactions anywhere. Well, I've been stacking silver. Aaron. I know how to live off grid until you die. And unless you're raising people to live off grid next to you, ain't gonna happen. And even how long is that gonna exist? Why here's my big question. Why do we fear change? Why do we fear change? Why aren't we taught to embrace that things can change? Even if it's dangerous and scary. What change are we embracing besides the fact that it went from two genders, a man and a woman, to 190,000 genders, and you can be whatever the fuck you think you are? We're complacently complicit. In a monosyllabic sentence, we are screwed. Wait. No, but you're right, and it's interesting because the changes that are being thrust upon us, some see as good, some see as neutral, some see as bad, and that division in itself keeps us from trying to align to move forward progressively. Because I honestly don't care what someone does in the privacy of their home as long as they're not harming anybody else. Can't we just all live like that? No, apparently not. Because we've all become public figures, so to speak. Because here I am in my garage, but here I am on the internet, and all three of you watching. Hey, look at me make a spectacle of myself. See, and then there's the people with the millions of followers who have strong influence and can be spreading a false narrative, even if they believe it's true. Even if in their heart of hearts, oh, like this is completely true. I'll do this thing with this stuff, and they got their jellyfish going. Oh, he's correct, or she's right, or it, or whatever they want. So yeah. Or they screwed up big enough that they got thrust into the fucking limelight. Look at this guy, he's a fool. Let's give him millions of dollars and see if he can reproduce it. Thank you. Thank you, OJ Simpson, for giving us the Kardashians. Still mad about that. No, I think that was introduced after the midterms. 20. Yeah. 20. Yeah, well, listen. If votes mattered, we'd have $30 tab. If voting mattered, if the people's voice mattered, voting would be simple and convenient and easily. Anybody would be able to verify. You know, yeah, but because everyone's branded at birth, you got it. You get it. You get your little numbers. This is my number. This isn't Auschwitz, but this is my number. I've been branded. It's on a card. It's not on my arm. So you take that and you vote. Yep, you're registered as an American. You can vote. Boom, pow. And then you go online and it's like, yep, look, there's my vote. That's who I voted for. All those topics and all those stupid people. Yep, that's me. Very simple, easy, convenient. It would be, we'd have a Saturday, Sunday vote, Monday, Tuesday count, Wednesday here's the announcement. Next Monday, new guy takes over. You know, or old guy resumes his position. Whatever, girl, whoever, it, them, they. But see, they need it to be complicated and confusing and scary, and they need to have questionable doubt, reasonable, articulable suspicion. I mean, they give us two people to choose from. Apparently, we don't even know enough to be able to discern who's the best for the position. They say these are the two people. What about that? What about that guy that was on stage when there were 15 of them and he didn't make it to the next round? Well, he was saying things that we didn't like. Well, he was saying things I liked. He got my vote. He's not even available for voting. I don't care. I'm writing his name in. He's not on the ballot. I don't care. He's the one that should be on the ballot. Yeah, the government's been trash and going downhill for decades, man. Worse and worse and worse. But that's our fault because we're voting for the lesser evil every time. Still vote. Well, yeah, now it's a popularity contest. It used to be about issues and ideas and principles, and then it was about the team, and now it's about the popularity contest. I wouldn't be surprised if Dylan Mulvaney ran for president and won in 2024. Eve, it's gonna get worse before it gets even worse, and then it'll just get worse. Yeah, I'm happy to tell you, I'm prepared. Yeah. Okay. Looks like a Keurig or something. Don't let the environmentalists know that that happened. That's and a scotch, one bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. And yeah, I miss old George Thorogood songs, man. That was good stuff. Bad. Yeah, he did. Nice of him to get over. So you got a stuttering problem now. This will help. But he's saying so beautifully. It's hilarious. I miss good music. I know I'm getting old when new music sucks. I give it all a chance too. Yeah, I like the rap. I didn't like the gangster rap. I like the rap, but that's because I'm white. And then I mean, all the rap is trash. Uh, it's, yeah, yeah, yeah. Inundated. Yeah, you're inundated with the media bombardment. But still, back in the 70s and 80s, there was music that we didn't like, and because of the oversaturation in the media, I could probably sing the lyrics to a song I hate without even knowing the name of it, but it comes on the radio so often that it's just and then a song comes on that I like once in a while, and I'm trying to sing along. It's like, oh fuck, I forgot the lyrics. You know, classical, smooth jazz. They want the kids to hear it. They're going after the children. I don't have none. I don't have to worry. Tell us we're wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. We're comfortable. We don't care. We're just talking about it. We're not going to do anything about it. I see so many wrongs and so many atrocities and so much inequity going on. And yeah, okay. Well, what are you doing about it? Well, I'm talking about it. Oh, okay. Stand strong. Are you? I'm acting like I'm acting on it. That's it, man. Bring it on. The RCR. The RCR. Who knows? You might even enjoy it. The Nazis? Yeah. Yeah, I think the sign up's at 7 and the show starts at 7:30, I think. And then because it was some weird thing. It's like this is happening at 7 or sign up's at 7, something's happening at 7:30, and then something else started at 8. I was like, what? So, but then again, I had the thing. I had to go rescue Mama, so I couldn't stick around and see what happened. Whereas the last time I went there, I didn't have any time constraints. I just went in, put my name down, and they actually called. I was like, oh shit. So, Nate's super funny comedy at the Holiday Inn Express, Hosmer, 84. It's on the I-5 north side. It's still the I-5 side, but the entire building itself is on the side of the northbound freeway. Heckling. Yeah. Must be getting ready to go out on tour. Gotta polish up some stuff. That's always fun to watch. I watched a 4-hour Chappelle episode where he was doing a whole bunch of new material, and then I think it was about maybe 2 years later, I watched the 50-minute special of everything honed in and tight, and nothing had changed. He just cut it into the hour that he needed. didn't rewrite anything, bastard. Some people just know how to be funny, I guess. Of course, he's been doing it since he was 4, so I didn't start till I was 40. Liar, I've seen your videos. I said, liar, I've seen your videos. Yeah, it's entertainment, man. I mean, technically, I've been on stage since I was 12. I just never turned it towards comedy or got behind the camera very often. Yeah, school band. Yeah, my I remember being between 18 and 21 and being in bands and having to sit outside because you can't go in the bar when you're that young. Doesn't matter if you're in the band. But my stuff's in there. Well, we don't care. Perfect. They call that coming to, sir. Coming to. That's the Ringo Starr lifestyle. Oh, did I have a? We got a gig and thing. Yeah, we did that 2 weeks ago. You drunk ass. These are just stories. We don't know if they're true, but fun if they are. I mean, goddamn, whew, I've done some partying. We never got to the rip up the hotel stage, but we definitely partied ourselves out of a couple of good gigs. Hey, you were a wino too at that moment. Let's not cast dispersions where they're not necessarily needed. Just two people enjoying some booze. Come on. So, so you lived there too for that moment. Come on, man. We all live here. This is one ship. We're supposed to be one crew. Right now, we need a mutiny. They're trying to mutiny down in Brazil. They blaming that shit on Trump. I know. He's the perfect fucking patsy. Perfect. Because he enjoys it. He loves it. That's just more publicity for me. Hey, NFTs were awesome and then died. Watch this. Yeah, oh yeah. Well, when I was in a band, that had some kind of negative publicity as far as very local. It wasn't like nothing big. It wasn't like we ran cars over people in the streets or anything. It was just our front man happened to be in the drug scene pretty heavy, but got people to come to the show so they could boo it, but they end up standing there quiet. Got people to the show though, and see that's another thing. It's like I here I wanted to hire like either Hooters girls or actual strippers to come load the gear in and load the gear out for our gigs. And even my girlfriend was just like, "That's a brilliant idea because it'll bring more guys to the show, And then when the girls figure out why their guys are going to the show, because it ain't to see us, it's to see that, then they're going to come to keep their guy in check, double the ticket sales immediately. I'm just like, it's a win-win situation for us, the club, everybody. And the girls, they're going to get paid, and they don't have to do the hard stuff. They just got to, pretend like they're lifting gear for a minute. We'll help them. It was a great idea. It never happened. It's just like I wanted a band to have absolutely no name, and they wouldn't do it. Now there's a band out there with no name. I wanted to name the band Fuck, and they didn't want to do that because they couldn't sell it. There's a band out there called Fuck now, so I'm just like, I'm ahead of my time, but I'm behind the scenes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what was going on with that. I think maybe because the storm we had where the power flickered a little bit, the cameras didn't go off. Normally they turn off when the power goes off on the computer, but they were on, and I turned the computer back on, and it didn't make the cameras are hooked up sound, and I didn't really pay attention to it until like 11:50. And I was like, "Hey, all right, time to get on the thing." Ah! And you're like, "Are you coming on?" I'm like, maybe. Yeah. So it was my turn to have technical difficulties. Nice. Nice. Oh, man. You gotta have yourself a bag for to go and a bag for home with all the. You gotta have two of everything. Yep. Perfect. Yeah. I can't tonight. I got plans, buddy. But thank you for the invite. Ah, it's fun. Nice place. Can't, can't let those buffaloes fully fledge their wings. You gotta get them when they're small. Can't get them when they're big. Airborne buffalo. Imagine a running airborne buffalo. I like the idea of a 20 pack of tiny wings so they sound like a swarm of hummingbirds. What is that? Look out. They'll go from buffaloes to buffaloes. Did he say shit? Anyone who's actually listening to this shit? Sometimes the truth comes out. All right, then. Thanks for coming by for another episode of You Must Be Joking. Have a good one, G Money.